Me and my husband are going to the funeral of the man who I had a year-long affair with, but I never expected to be leaving in handcuffs. I have been married to my husband for 8 years. We have no children and have always wanted them, but my husband is infertile. This never really changed my feelings for him after we found out, but it would always be in the back of my mind that I would never become a mother. Last year, I began to fall for a coworker, and I let my feelings get the best of me, and we began having an affair. At first, I wouldn't see him often, but as time went on, it became more frequent visits. We would talk for hours about having children and starting a family, and I quickly fell in love with this man. Elle kept my husband happy and acted like nothing had changed, so he would never find out in case it didn't work out. He never suspected anything, and my sneaky nights away with him was covered because I was required to travel for work for meetings. After about 6 months, things began to change. He told me he thinks someone is following him, and it had been going on for a while. A strange car had been parked close to his house of a night and had even followed him to work on multiple occasions. This went on for a while. When we went away together, I would see this same car myself. It would follow us at a distance until we got to our hotel, but always carried on past as we arrived. Elt never stopped once at our hotels, and it always left us thinking we are just paranoid. One day, I went into work and he hadn't turned up. This was not like him at all, and he was not answering my calls or texts. Elle knew something was wrong, but after everything about us was a secret, I had no one to turn to. After a few days, I was sitting with my husband watching TV, and it came on the news. He had been found in a motel, and an investigation was underway. Holding back the tears so my husband wouldn't find out was so hard, but he knew he was a work colleague of mine. I never heard anything from the police. Nothing about our affair was mentioned. This was so strange, but his funeral came around and my husband offered to come for support. As we arrived, police surrounded our car. All I remember was them shouting for us to get out of the car. I was scared and shocked. Elle turned to my husband and he just looked at me with the most evil grin I had ever seen.